Hello everybody, today we're installing our GTA car kit in 2007 Scion TC, and we'll start off with what tools you'll need. You'll need a Phillips screwdriver, 10mm socket with an extension, and if your car panels don't really come off well, we suggest using some type of a clip removal tool, but this car comes off pretty easy. So we'll start out with the shift knob, so it just unscrews counterclockwise. We're doing that in order for this panel around the shift knob to come off, and we're just gonna use our hands, start from the bottom, and it comes off. There's one connection here for the cigarette lighter, and it just some plugs. You don't even have to press, there's no clips or anything. I'm gonna put that to the side. The next step is to remove this whole piece around the radio. The radio is hiding behind here. So we're just gonna start from the bottom, work our way around. It comes off. There's one connection here at the back. So we're gonna press the clip, release it, put it to the back. So the next step is, like I mentioned before, you only need a Phillips screwdriver. So there's two Phillips screws at the bottom, and there's two bolts here on the top with 10mm head. So we're just gonna remove those two bolts and the two screws at the bottom. So we just undid the two screws and two bolts on top, and the radio is ready to come off. Before we take the radio off, we'll show you the kit. So the kit looks like this. This is what's gonna go to the back of the radio. We're just gonna plug it in, and on the other side you have the cable for the iPod, iPhone, and also an auxiliary, but we're not gonna be putting in the auxiliary because this car already comes with an auxiliary output. So we're just gonna be using the Apple cable. So we're gonna take the radio out. Just like that, and then there's a connection here at the back, and we're just gonna take our GTA car kit and plug it in. Make sure it goes all the way in, and make sure that you're careful while you're putting it in, not to damage it or anything. So before running the cables through, we gotta test it, so we'll show you how the kit works. So we're gonna turn the key into the first position to turn the radio on, and we're gonna start from our regular CD. Your FM will still work the same way, AM, but if you press this button once, so that's your regular CD, you're gonna press it again and it's gonna give you the CD1 option, which you didn't have before you connected the kit. So when there's nothing connected, it's gonna say this 4-track 8, and that's normal. Then we're gonna take our iPhone 4. The kit will work with iPhone 4S or any older iPod, and then it's gonna switch automatically to the last position that it was in. So as you can see here, it's gonna say CD1, disc 1, track 1. This is our hybrid mode. So in this mode, the iTunes library is unlocked, so you can switch the songs from here. You can switch the songs using your radio controls. You can also use your steering wheel controls to switch the songs. But the other mode that we have is the playlist mode, and to get to that mode, you gotta use the disc up button, and we're gonna go to disc 2, and this is our first playlist. The iTunes is locked, so you can't switch anything from here. You can only use the radio. And so disc 2 is your first playlist, disc 3 is your second, and so on. So you can press the text button, it's gonna tell you playlist 1, you press it again, and it's gonna show you the song name. And then when you're in the playlist mode, you can only control it through the radio, so you gotta have all the playlists arranged. You can have the text button on, and as you can see, when you switch the song, it's gonna show you the song name. So that's pretty much it for the testing part of the kit. So make sure that it plays through all the speakers, and the next step is to run the cables. And for that, there's lot of choices in this car. You can run it to this pocket right here, but you'd have to drill a hole. Another place where you can run it is to the glove box. So there's an opening here, so you can just drop the cable through the top and have the iPod sitting right there in that little space. You can also take this panel off around your e-brake, and that way you can drill a hole into this center armrest, but that's up to you if you want to drill a hole or not. If you don't want to drill a hole, you can just drop it in the glove box and you can use it from there. It's okay to lock the cable on the glove box, it's not gonna get damaged, and once you're done you can just put it back. So I think that's pretty much it. Again, this was a video for GTA car kits in 2007 Scion TC. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.